In this video, I want to share several techniques for working with a zoom lens. We'll convey the mood of the scene and its dramatic essence through the use of dynamic zoom, working with different focal lengths and composition. I've chosen 3 different locations where we can employ various zoom lens techniques: nature, the streets, and indoor settings. We have Red Komodo and Desio zoom lens as our main tools. The standout feature of the Tango zoom lens is its exceptional compatibility with 35mm sensor cameras, even in 6K mode on the Red Komodo. I've often taken advantage of this feature, capturing wide-angle shots at 18mm. The main advantage of a zoom lens over fixed optics is the time saved when switching lenses and adjusting focus, allowing us to focus on the actual shooting. To make any shot look cool, even working with zoom lens, we stick to a certain cinematic style of light, using LED lights, tubes, and powerful 500-watt light sources as key major sources of the light in the scene. As mentioned earlier, we saved a lot of time by setting up the camera set before the shooting and leaving it untouched until the end. This allowed me to switch between close-up and long shots using the zoom. Additionally, when working with a zoom lens, I recommend using 2 motors, one for focus and one for zoom, so that your assistant or focus puller can assist with achieving smooth zoom movements due to the extra motor. Alternatively, you can set up a follow focus system. A classic technique when working with zoom is the slow zoom in. It's similar to a dolly-in shot, but static with pushing by zoom. This technique is often used to emphasize a character's actions or emotions. One of my favorite techniques when working with zoom lenses is to craft a montage inside in the frame by smoothly transitioning from one composition to another, seamlessly moving between different close-up, mid, or long shots. We had limited time and a small crew, making it challenging to set up complex lighting schemes. In this location, we relied on just a couple of pava tubes and one 500-watt B-color light source to enhance the warm light from the lower floor, and make a temperature contrast by adding a cold light with pava tube gripped with Boom Jr. Our main character is going through something significant. She can't find peace. She's waiting for a call, a message, or an important event. As viewers, we're observing her, intensifying this effect through zoom and dynamic composition changes. Having the zoom lens at our disposal tempted us to create a dirty shooting style where we captured many dynamic and jerky shots by zooming in and out. This adds dynamism and tension, creating the effect of improvised documentary-style filming. The zoom out technique works perfectly in an intro shot. It reveals details on the close-up and gradually transitions to the landscape scale. Five years ago, working with an 11kg French zoom lens Ingenieux, I couldn't even dream that one day I would be shooting handheld with a zoom lens. Using a manual camera and setting a long shutter, we aim to create a dreamy look style. The character's emotional state in nature is more relaxed and inspired. Through the camera and lens, we enhance this feeling. Also, we should not overlook the importance of nature, details, and the environment in which we are filming. Nature looks entirely different on a wide-angle lens compared to a telephoto lens. We tried several techniques that I told you about to capture the majesty and beauty of the mountains. Zoom in, zoom out, and panning with a long focal length. Such shots are perfect for a leisurely narrative and smooth editing. Working with a zoom lens, there's a strong temptation to start shooting a lot of unnecessary material because you can change the frame size at any moment. I found myself experiencing this when I had a clear shooting plan, but ended up capturing a lot of additional improvisation. Nonetheless, I always recommend working with a shooting plan or storyboard, regardless of the genre of the shoot. This helps you understand how your shots will be edited and plan in advance for the number of close-ups, medium shots, and wide shots. As for zoom optics as a tool, it's a cool thing that can save you a lot of time, especially in expeditions and documentary filmmaking. Additionally, using different zoom techniques, a lens can help enhance the style of your story and the mood of the scene and characters.